Hi everyone, Chad Burton, CEO of CuroLegal. I'm here today to continue the conversation on how to use freelance attorneys in the practice of law. If you haven't done so yet, check out our other videos that talk about the benefits of freelance attorneys and ideas on what you can outsource to freelance attorneys. Today, we're talking about the concept of delegation, because that's a key part of successfully working with freelance attorneys. Delegation is hard, and there are very few people that can maybe honestly say that they are super effective at delegating, because especially for lawyers, because we like that idea of being able to do things ourselves. And so getting help sometimes is hard. And so there's kind of that idea of like the first thing is admitting you need help. Okay, fine. I need to outsource work. I need to delegate work. How do you go about it and how do you do it effectively? So today, let's talk about some concepts of effective delegation. Effective delegation might weirdly be considered an art. It gets better the more and more you do it. The more you practice it, the better it gets. Keys to effective delegation include communication and setting expectations. Obviously, those can go hand in hand. However, to be able to effectively delegate, you have to think about a freelance attorney as somebody that's part of your team. How would you communicate with team members? And so think about that in the context of a freelance lawyer. So how do you give those assignments to freelance lawyers? Think about it like an associate. What are key things that you do when you give a legal research and writing assignment to another lawyer? Well, we look at the following. What's the work product going to be at the end of the day? Do you want a memo? Is this a brief? Are there certain expectations that you have regarding the outcome? You have more experience perhaps than a freelance attorney does on this specific area, or you know facts of your case that are key for the freelance attorney to know to create effective work product. Make sure they have all of that information. Make sure they have access to that information if you don't want to go point by point through it. The more information and more you can arm that freelance attorney with facts and the direction on the law, the outcome of the work product is going to be better. Another key element of effective delegation with freelance attorneys is the idea of the expectation of delivery time. It's easy to think, well, somebody's going to get it done fast. And most freelance attorneys do accomplish work quite quickly because this is their business. The quicker they are, the more work they will get. However, if you have certain deadlines, make sure that freelance attorney is aware of them. That will avoid a lot of challenges down the road. And the last part, as far as effective delegation with freelance attorneys, this actually pulls in our ethics rules. Because remember, you as that lawyer hiring a freelance attorney is ultimately going to be responsible for that work product. You have a duty to supervise that freelance lawyer. So make sure you're involved in the process. And that's where the effective communication I was talking about and setting expectations comes into play here. Then those ethics challenges won't be triggered. So there you have it. Communicate, set expectations, key elements to a successful relationship with a freelance attorney. For more information, go check out